Alright, so hi everyone. Today we're going to do a little bit of a product showcase or item showcase, whatever I want to call it. We're going to be looking at these two comic book packs by Tomy. Now you might notice something, why the fuck is Sonic or Metal Sonic, like flopping all over the box? Well, these have already been opened, so this is going to be a little bit of an unboxing, but not really. They've already been out of the package and everything. But for some reason, when I got these, I got these a while ago, I threw away the front bubble, the little tray that holds the figures in place. So that's why they don't really have anything to lean on, and that's why Tails and the Metal Sonics are kind of leaning forward. So just ignore that for now, and we're gonna get them out of the box soon. But yeah, these were the second round of comic book packs that they released. The first ones were Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic, and then Classic Knuckles and Modern Knuckles, and they had Archie comic books at the back. But literally right after those comic book packs released, Archie pulled the plug, or more like Sega pulled the plug on the Archie comics. So Archie no longer had the right to print the Sonic comics. So no one knew what the people who were looking forward to this pack, oh my god, is this pack going to be canceled, or what are they going to do? And they made and they printed brand new comics, exclusive comics. You can see right here, it says exclusive comic books. And that's what excited me, because I love, probably one of my favorite aspects of Sonic is the comic books, and just brand new comics excited me. I need these. So and that kind of led to me paying a little too much for these. I'm just not gonna lie. I probably could have gotten them for a little bit cheaper if I waited, but it's not a big deal. I wanted them because the thing with Sonic merchandise is that they sell out really fast, and then you gotta pay a lot of money to get them when you ran out of your window to get them for the cheaper price. So yeah. We're going to be taking a look at the figures and then the comic books, and then comparing the figures to past items. So, yeah. There's the back of the box. And they have little blurbs of Sonic, or Metal Sonic and Tails. I keep calling him Sonic. He's Metal Sonic. They're really small, as you can see, but that's because they're in 7 different languages. So, yeah, I don't know if I probably should read these, so let's do Tails first. Tails is a dual-tailed fox and the best friend of Sonic. He's earnest and innocent and the embodiment of a sidekick. Forever a strategist, Tails is a prolific tinkerer, but not always a successful one. His inventions always show a lot of potential, ingenuity, and dedication. However, they often backfire. Tails proves himself endearing to his teammates and to his fans alike. So there's Tails. That was a cute little blurb. And there's Metal Sonic's blurb. This dangerous robot is one of Eggman's greatest creations. With his razor-sharp metallic quills and a turbine that allows him to rocket forward at insane speeds, Metal Sonic is one of the toughest opponents Sonic has ever had to face. Watch out! So there you go. Those are the blurbs. And you can see they're all in different languages, and there's the little graphics of modern Tails, Classic Tails, and modern Metal Sonic, and Classic Metal Sonic. So this, honestly, Metal Sonic is the one that I wanted the most, probably. And that's because Metal Sonic is probably my favorite Sonic character. Just gonna throw that out there. He's probably the favorite. And I love Metal, and I like having a collection of Metal Sonic toys, so these were great for me. And I got Tails because, well, we'll get into one reason later, but the other reason is that the exclusive comic is still exclusive, so I wanted the comic and the figures, but I wanted the comics more. So let's get them open, and I'll have the figures out first, and then we'll talk about the comic books. Okay, so we got the figures out. Okay, so there's some words for these figures. Not these. These. Let's just get the elephant out of the room. This modern Tails figure is not the greatest. You can see his legs go all the way up his waist, go all the way up to underneath his arms, and nobody knows what Tomy was thinking. I don't understand. You know, this is not the first time this figure has been released. This is actually the second time. And I'll explain why later. Yeah, this is Tails. Ooh. It's probably, this is, I don't even know what to say, honestly. I just wanted him for the collection, I guess. He leans too, like he leans forward a little bit, which is weird. Like, I don't know. His tail's like one is like bigger than the other, it looks like. And the legs ruins the whole thing. Like, if the legs were better, then I don't even know. Like this figure doesn't look the worst. It's just the legs kind of it ruins it. I like the hand poses though, and his head is very well done. The smile is good too. And he's doing like a little step thing here, which is a little strange. But this is obviously based off of some art, some like stock art. And if you look at the prototype image, the prototype drawing, you can kind of see what they were going for. And his legs do not look like that. So I don't know why they decided to make his legs like this. And it was probably the size of the figure, but if that was the problem, then I don't know. I feel like that someone should have stepped in and be like, we can do better than this, but no, not really. Here's Classic Tails. This guy's already been released before. And you can see that he kind of leans a little bit. If you can, yeah. And that's because of the way that he was packaged in the, that's because the way that he was packaged, the plastic that he was sitting in kind of leaned his tails upward. So that made him, you know, lean on his tails. So he's just gonna hang out there. This is right here. This is the original Classic Tails. His tails are at the right position. So you could see all bad that it got. So bad the you know, the difference. You could see that his tails are a little bit more upward. And you might also notice that his coloring is a lot brighter and a lot more vivid than this Tails is. And that's kind of sad because it kind of makes it kind of gives off the impression that the quality control for these comic book packs weren't really as high as the original classic releases. This is the 25th anniversary release, by the way. And yeah, it's kind of sad how obvious that it is, because his paint job is a lot more bright, more colorful. So that's kind of sad, but yeah, the Tails pack is not that great, but I will, God, he can't even stand now, but I will give a reason why I still bought it. This is my original Modern Tails. Let's get him out of here. This is my original Modern Tails. He came in before these comic book packs released. This one came in the Sonic Forces one. That was exclusive to GameStop. And I bought that just because I wanted the Modern Tails. But when I got him, I was confused. I'm sure you can realize I mean, you know, I'm sure you can realize some difference here. I mean, is it the eyes? Well, the eyes look a little bit different colored. The red's the same, actually. I really can't put my finger. Oh, yeah, his stomach. Why is his stomach this dark, muddy color? It's like a beige color, though it's not like Sonic beige. It's like, what? How? How did you do this? And honestly, if you look close at, to me, you could see like this his stomach isn't painted that well either, but it's better looking than this. This really confused me, and it made me kind of angry. I'm like, why does my Tails look like this? Why does he look like this? It's so weird. I don't know why his stomach is that color. Apparently there were later releases of the Sonic Forces pack that changed this to white, but come on. Anyway, these are really weird figures. And honestly, if you're like a big Sonic collector like I am, then of course, like if you have your reasons to buy these, you know, that's on you, but I had my reasons. But I just wanted to, you know, explain why, like, why. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. So let's move on to Metal Sonic. I wanted to do Metal Sonic last anyways. So yeah, I actually like these a lot better, which is good, because Metal Sonic was the figures that I was rooting for. But the one thing is, the paint job. I wish they went metallic on these guys. Like, honestly, like, they released Metal Sonic for the Sonic Boom line, and that was like kind of disappointing because it was a lot lower quality than the Jazzwares Metal Sonic, and I'll get into that in a few minutes. But so yeah, this is classic Metal Sonic, and this kind of makes up for the lost Jazzwares classic Metal Sonic. I mean, it's not lost, it was released, but apparently it wasn't a good figure, and it was an item that was expensive and rare and didn't have a high print run. It was in like a 6 or 5 pack of figures, of classic figures, and it had Supersonic, Classic Tails, Classic Supersonic, Classic Tails, Classic Sonic, Classic Amy, and Classic... There wasn't a Classic Knuckles, sadly, but and then there was Classic Metal Sonic that was exclusive to that pack. But I've never seen it before, and if you go online and try and find it, it's either really expensive or really expensive. It's really expensive. So yeah, this kind of made it for it, and I like it, and apparently this guy is a little bit better than the Jazzwares Classic Metal Sonic was. I like his little pose that he's in. It kind of reminds me of the first 4 figures Metal Sonic. See, this one's metallic. That's actually the Jazzwares re-release. This is not the first 4 figures. You know, this is not from first 4 figures. This is from Jazzwares. But they gave them permission to reprint them. And these are all this one is also the one that was bootlegged all to hell. So if you recognize this guy, I'm sorry. But this guy I like a lot more because he's metallic and his jet turbines are painted in. Like, what the hell? He just looks nicer. He's not posable at all. He's a static figure, but he looks so much better. I'd rather have this guy on my shelf than this guy, but I still like him. I still like him. He's still a good boy. But then here's modern Metal Sonic. He's in a pose as well, which makes him pretty exclusive to this pack. Like, Tails didn't really bother, but they made a brand new sculpt for Metal Sonic, and I'm glad that Metal Sonic got that honor. So here is the Boom Metal Sonic. This is the one that was released in the Boom line. And there you go, there's my Metal Sonic figures. I have more than this, believe it or not. Actually, you know what, let's bring out this guy. This is the Jazzwares Metal Sonic. He looks 10 times better. I'm sorry, he looks 10 times better. There's a lot more sculpt that went into this guy, more articulation, better paint, you know, all the good stuff. Sadly he doesn't, well, he's standing right now, but anyway. So yeah, there's my Metal Sonic collection. I even have the 10-inch, the 10-inch one. So I like the Metal Sonic figures, but I can see why people were kind of turned off to the flat paint, because he really doesn't look that substantial. And the one thing I will point out, I don't know if this was like an intentional or just like an error, but like the other ones that I've seen of this release of Metal Sonic has that same problem, but you could see his eye is a little off. Like, I don't know if he's trying to look to the side, but it throws me off a little bit. And his jet turbine isn't even painted in either. Yeesh, ouch. So yeah, these I like these. There are better Metal Sonic figures that you can buy, but there's also not that many other ones that you can buy. You know what? I like I said, I like these, and that's all there is to say. I brought these, but I never showed them off. So these are these actually are not from the comic book pack. These are from the Sonic Forces pack, and of course Sonic isn't going to stand. But let's see, let's compare. Let's do this. Here's all the modern figures. I actually, you know what? I didn't bring the classic figures. God damn it. I should have thought of that. But yeah, here's all the modern figures. There we go. There we go. There they are. Just to compare, Sonic's Tails is really tiny. He's not that tiny. But anyway. Anyway, let's get into the comic books now. So here is the comic books. These are actually from Sonic Channel. Actually, you know what? That's a spoiler. Spoiler. Let's just take it in. Just take it all in. So I like these covers. I wasn't really a big fan of how they were drawn because when I first saw these, I was still getting over Archie being canceled. But these are actually from like the official art in the Sonic Channel comics. So what these are, I thought that this was like going to be like a brand new story that they just commissioned some random dude to do, but no, these are from Sonic Channel, and Sonic Channel for Sonic's 25th anniversary, they made like a short comic series, literally just called Sonic Comic. You can Google it, and it's just a bunch of short strips that stars like all of the famous, like the main, you know, like all the Sonic characters, like all the ones that you would think of on the top of your head. And the hero one is part 1, and the rival one is part 2. And I think that this was really awesome of them to do. I wish that they were like in color, but that's, you know, that's just a nitpick, honestly. They even had there's even, you know, like the Babylon Rogues. I forgot their name. But yeah, these are really cool comics, and I think that it's just I thought it was really neat that they decided to reprint the 25th anniversary comics and not just like have some random story to make, because that's what I thought that's what I thought that these were at first. But I have yet to read the anniversary comics. So I think these are really cool, and I like the little advertisements of Sonic Forces on the back. That's on both of them. That's on both of them. So, and there's even a little Sonic Mania ad on both of them as well. So that's really cool. So yeah, I think these, like, for me, these are really awesome, and I've already had them like in my little comic book, in my little comic. Like they have like their own sleeves and everything, so I put them in here. And I think these are really, really well done. I like them a lot. I'm very happy with them. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in here, and then we're gonna have like a final thoughts, I guess. I don't know how to end this video. We're just gonna do it, I guess. I was pretty negative throughout this video. Or I was pretty meh at the best. But I do, like, for me, I do personally enjoy these comic book packs. I didn't buy the Sonic and Knuckles one because I already had the comic books. I already had the Sonic and the Knuckles, and plus I couldn't fucking find them. Like, that was when Toys R Us was still around, and they never stocked them. Like Toys R Us had no faith in Sonic after the Sonic Boom line failed, or didn't bring in as much profit as they wanted it to. So yeah, anyway, next time we might talk about a Boom thing, because there actually is something else that I want to talk about, but that's next time. If you want if you want these, go right ahead. You know, these are actually really these, despite their shortcomings, they're pretty okay. And if you're a huge Sonic collector, of course they're worth getting. Just try and find them for better prices than I did. I went to eBay and I probably paid $60 for both of them, and it was fast and free shipping, so it was like appealing, and it was really fast. It did arrive really quickly, but I swear I saw like the Metal Sonic pack go for like $50 not by itself at one time. That scared me, so I was like, $60 for both of them, that's a steal. But now it's like, So yeah, try and find better deals than I did, but I really wanted these, so it's not, you know, I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good night.